Hello friends, welcome to MongoDB C# tutorial for beginners. So this tutorial will be having multiple videos. We will be uploading multiple videos. So it will be having the videos for beginners to an advanced level. So in the upcoming videos we will be covering some advanced functionalities as well. In the current video, we are just checking the basic operations like inserting, updating, deleting, or getting data from MongoDB database to our C#.NET application. So first of all, MongoDB is a very famous NoSQL database which you can download from their official website mongodb.com. So there is a community server version, MongoDB Community Server, which is free. So this can be downloaded from their website and we can install it in our laptop and we can use in our application. So it is already installed in my laptop. And another thing, or another application I just need to show is Robo3T. So this is a graphical user interface which we can use to manage the database. So there are so many other applications as well, and I personally use Robo3T. This is a free application. So you can use other applications as well, and the same company of Robo3T is offering another application named Studio 3T, which is more advanced, and for Studio 3T we have to purchase the license, but it is having very advanced functionalities. Anyway, this application is also installed in my laptop, so let's flip into our project. So I'm just opening Visual Studio. So this is a sample application which I have created for integrating or for testing MongoDB database or for this video. So in the application, first we have to install a NuGet package named MongoDB driver. So this is the NuGet package we have to install, and the MongoDB beans and all these things will get automatically installed. We don't need to install any of these separately. If we install MongoDB driver, automatically the other things related or other dependent libraries will get automatically installed. Now, I am just opening the application configuration file. So here you can see I have mentioned the connection string here named database connection. So this is the connection string for MongoDB database. So here localhost is the same machine I have installed in the same machine, MongoDB in the same machine, and this is the default port number for MongoDB, and this is the database name MongoDB sample. So in this way we can mention the connection string. Now let's open the application. I will just run the application and I will show you how this application is working. So here you can see I have 3 text boxes and 3 buttons, one for insert, update, delete, and automatically when the form loads, it will show the data now currently in the database. So in the product I have created a product table. It is in MongoDB, it is named as collection, but in a normal SQL database, we will say it as a table. So here the name is collection. So in the collection now, we have one record. So here the product ID, this is an auto-generated ID. I will explain in detail in the same video. And here the product code and product name, then the price. So we are having these many fields in the collection. Now I'm going to insert one new product. So the product code is 1003 and the product name I'm just giving as product 003. Then price I'm just giving 60, the value as 60. Now if I'm pressing the insert button, okay, you can see now the product got added and a new product ID got generated, and the product code is 1003 and product name is what we have given and the price is 60. Now for update, what I have given is the application will automatically check a product with the product code what we have given in this text box, and it will update the values of product name and price. So here this is the one what we have created now. So now I'm just updating the product name to product 004 and the price, it was 60. Now I'm going to update it to 70. Now clicking on update, automatically the application will check whether there is any product with product code 1003, and if there is a product, automatically it will update product name and the price. Now I'm clicking update. So you can see now the product code is the same 1003 and the product name and price has been updated. Now the delete button, the application, when I'm clicking the delete button, the application will check whether there is any record with the product code what I have given here, and if there is a record, it will get deleted. So I'm deleting the new one what we have created, 1003. Delete. Yes, it got deleted. So this is the sample application what we are checking today. So let's check the code what we have to use for this operations. So I'm just opening the form and I'm just taking the code. Okay. So I have declared a private variable here. So it is iMongo collection of product. So product is a model class which I have created already. So this is the model class. So first I will explain you about the model class. Now, so I have created a class named product, and the first element is product ID. So this is the auto-generated ID. And for this element, I have given some attributes. So the first one is JSON ID. So here, this attribute means that this is the ID field of the particular collection. So collection is the table. So just keep in mind, collection is table only. In NoSQL or in MongoDB, we will say it as collection. So this field is the ID field of the collection. So that is what JSON ID means. Now the next, JSON element. So JSON element is underscore ID. So this is basically the default name of the field. So by default, MongoDB will name the field underscore ID, which is a ID field actually. So if we don't give this value, then also automatically MongoDB will use _ID for that. Now the next is JSON representation. So JSON representation means the data type of the field in the database. So MongoDB uses object ID. This is a data type which MongoDB use for ID fields. So object ID is a type of data type. So we will be covering about object ID later. So just understand that it is a data type for ID field. Okay. Now here, the data type of the this particular element is string. So in the application, it will be string, but in MongoDB, it will be object ID. Okay, so this object ID can be converted to a normal string, and it will be converted to string can be converted to object ID as well. Now the next one, product code. So this is also a string data type in the application, and here I have given product underscore code. So in database, the field name will be product underscore code, completely in small letters. So while saving the data, automatically MongoDB uses this name for the field. And the data type inside the database, it will be string, same. And product name. So this element is product underscore name, and the data type is string. Then price. Here I have given decimal data type, and in MongoDB uses decimal 128. That is a data type for decimal what MongoDB uses. So this is the model class which I have created for this particular collection, product collection. Now here I have declared a collection of product and named it as product collection, iMongo collection of product. Now I am initiating it here in the form load function. So first what I am doing is I am taking the connection string from the application configuration file. So you will be familiar with the configuration manager.connection strings if you are using, or if you are connecting to database if you are using SQL Server or Oracle database. Normally we use the connection this function to take the connection string from the configuration file. So automatically it will take the connection string, this connection string from the application configuration file. Okay, with the name database connection. So database connection is the connection string name here. Okay, so we will get this value here in the connection string variable. Now we have to use this function to connect to the database. So database name is mongourl.create connection string.database name. Then Mongo client is equal to new Mongo client of connection string. Then database is equal to Mongo client.get database of database name. Okay, now we will get a database object here. And now we are initiating the product collection, what we have declared here. So we are initiating the product collection. Product collection is equal to database.get collection of product, and inside the brackets we can mention the collection name. So inside the database, the collection name will be product, completely in small letters. Okay. Now here I have called a method which I have for loading the product data. So when the form loads, automatically it will load the product data from the database. So I will come to that. So before that, let me explain what will happen if we click the insert button. So I have just declared a new object for product. So for product is equal to new product, and product code I'm taking it from the text box product code. So for text box I have given the name txt product code. So this is the text box for product code. Now product name is txt product name dot text. Then price is decimal dot parse. So decimal dot parse is for converting a text to decimal. So automatically it will take the data from the text field, then the application will convert it to decimal. Why? Because here in model class we have mentioned the data type as decimal for price. Okay. Then for insertion, the command is very simple. Product collection dot insert one of product, the declared object. Okay. Then once it is inserted, we just need to refresh the data which is loaded in the data grid view. Here in the data grid view. So again we are calling the load product data method to refresh the data. So this is the code for inserting the data. Now for update, we have to declare a filter definition and the update definition. So filter definition means if you have used normal databases, normal SQL databases, we will use where conditions in a SQL query. So the same thing we can do in MongoDB using this filter definition. So declaring a filter definition is very simple. Builders of product dot filter dot eq means equal to. So here there are many options like eq means equal to, then gt means greater than, gte means greater than or equal to, then lt means less than, lte means less than or equal to, then not, in means not in, then in also is there. So many functionalities. We will be covering those options in the later videos. So here what we need to do is we just need, the application has to check the product code, what we have entered in the product code text box, and update the values. So we just need to check the product code in the database. So here we have given dot equal to a such that a dot product code, then a dot product code should match txt product code dot text, whatever product code we have entered in the text box. So this is the filter definition, or we can say it is the where condition of an SQL query. But here in MongoDB, we use filter definitions. Now the next is update definition. So once the database or the application found the data or to be updated, the next thing we have to mention what are the values to be updated. So declaring an update definition is also very simple. Builders of product dot update dot set a such that a dot product name, and the product name should be the new product name what we have entered in the text box. Then again dot set the next field we have to update price. So price should be the decimal. We have to convert the text to decimal. So while insertion we have used the same parse function. So here also we are using the same txt price dot text will be converted to decimal and it will be assigned to the price field. Okay, now we got filter definition and update definition. Now the next thing what we have to do is product collection dot update one of a filter definition comma update definition. So this function, while executing this particular function, the application will update the record in the database. Then again after that we have to load the data, or we have to refresh the data in the data grid view. So we are just reloading it. Now we delete. It is the same filter definition, but we don't need an update definition. Why? Because we are just deleting the data. So we will filter using product code, the same thing what we have done here. Then we are giving product collection dot delete one of filter definition. So this will delete using this filter definition. Now there are some more other options like insert many, update many, delete many that we will be covering in the later videos. So after deleting, again the product data will be loaded. Now I'll come to loading part, loading the data. So here what I've given is the filter definition is equal to builders of products.filter.empty. That means we don't need to filter with anything. If we need to do some filtration, we can give it here, same like this. Okay, but here in this application, anyway, we are showing the whole data, so we don't need a filter definition. So we are just giving it like this: builders of product.filter.empty. Now, what products equal to product collection.find of filter definition. So here we have to give the filter definition, and we are converting it to a list. So list means it will be a list of product. Okay, here you can see it is a list of product. Now data grid view dot data source is equal to products. Very simple. So it will automatically load the whole data into this data grid view. So this is how this application is working. Hope you all got the idea of the basic operations. Now we will be covering advanced things in the later videos. So that's it for today's video. Thank you all.